the highest mountains in Scotland. We also have one of the deepest lochs and the most discerning electorate in Scotland. We have some characteristic weather for you today. I was on the phone to Alex Salmond earlier, and it's my privilege and pleasure to open Aquaculture UK, and I'd like to start by thanking James and his colleagues from Benchmark for organising this conference and for all the work that they do. I believe that there are registered 2,400 delegates and 200 exhibitors, and that this therefore marks and demonstrates the growing success of the sector. For the last 18 years I've had the privilege to represent the Highland constituency, so I know just how important this sector is to the Highlands and Islands and to Scotland. And when I say that, I'm referring to people that are working in places like Ardnamurchan, over in Loch Allen, in the Western Isles, in the Northern Isles, and in communities where, were it not for aquaculture, the communities would not be sustained. Because your workers, your workforce, men and women working in the sector are the backbone of communities around Scotland. And I think that that's something that deserves a little bit more credit. The sector is responsible for the employment of around 12,000 people in Scotland and generates a value of over £600 million. And these are jobs which are not low-paid jobs. They are far more highly paid jobs on average than the rest of the economy. So I think that these successes should be marked. And I wanted to say to you that I cannot think of a sector which is on the receiving end of so much undeserved negative criticism, whilst at the same time there is so little credit given for the demonstrable and proven successes that you deliver. And it's very important that as your Cabinet Secretary for Aquaculture, that message is delivered loud and clear, and believe you and me, it will continue to be delivered in that fashion. Just yesterday I had the pleasure of working with your leaders in the sector, including Stuart Graham and Jim Gallagher and Heather Jones. We worked together with the industry, with science, with innovation, with the stakeholders and with the regulators as Team Scotland, and the aim and vision is to carry on doing so. Today I'm launching and announcing, together with the sector, and in particular with Ben Hadfield, a frankly momentous document called the Fish Health Framework. It is a 10-year plan in order to grow sustainably the industry and to continue to deal with the challenges that you face. And that plan will have 7 work streams, 7 working groups, and the industry and government and the experts in science will work together to overcome further all these challenges. However, I understand that you are already overcoming many of these challenges. Sea lice numbers have been in decline since 2013. They are now on average less than the rate set out in the Code of Practice. Cleaner fish have been a terrific success story, and I think 1.5 million have been deployed and continue to be deployed. In 2008, the salmon spent far longer, I think about half of their lives at sea. Now that has been reduced quite substantially. The general public don't know that you have overcome many of these challenges. They don't know about the massive investment that has been put in to meeting these challenges. It's about time that they did. And this Fish Health Framework, where government will work with your industry leaders, and I should pay credit to, in particular, to Ben Hadfield and to Dr. Colin Moffat, lead Scottish scientists for the work that they've done, together with all of the industry who've signed up to this fish oil framework. That fish oil framework, I would like you to read along with this excellent document, Reported versus Reality. I would like you to get hold of this, distribute it to your friends and neighbours and peers, to set out the reality of the success of this industry and start to counteract some of the negative, unfounded smears and attacks that sadly we see all too frequently reported in our largely metropolitan press. And I say metropolitan press excluding the fine specimens of humanity that are standing before me who are not in that category at all. Well, seriously, they are better informed, I think, not least because they're here and they understand the Highlands and Islands and just how important this is. So thank you very much indeed for listening to me. It's my great pleasure to formally open this conference, which I shall now do by cutting the ribbon, although from time to time in my line it would be tempting to use this implement more in earnest. But I better not go into that now. So, congratulations and have a great conference.